Almost. About a minute off. It's not a big deal. We have everything up. Total damage. Medusa leading in damage. So is Sun Wukong.
Not surprising. Sun Wukong with that poke from that cudgel there is ridiculous.
Definitely is. Definitely early game, along with some bluestone going to it. Amu getting poked out of that speed, not letting Amu taking that speed, securing it for Sasgods. Seems like a little team fight going on in mid. Dolph backing out. Dolph possibly going for that ult. Nope.
Great's good at that pull-out game, man. He's the best at it. I've never seen someone go in and out so quick. I mean, but in all seriousness, that his escape is just too good. I mean, you can't really. Yeah, I mean, with the pain glyph being up, it's pretty much up every time you want to cast your next ability. And
Definitely
you throw
is.
it behind you while you run your way, you dash, you turn, you hit someone with its stun, and you're almost home free unless there's maybe 3 to 4 pursuers. And even then, if your team's competent enough, they're there to help you. And like we see with these two teams, their teams are competent. So Dolph at this point, as long as he doesn't play smart and doesn't play dumb, it's pretty much unkillable. In the right hand.
Definitely. He can literally dash almost the entire lane if he wants to get out.
And then his range is also ridiculous, along with his damage output mid to late game. I mean, you can't like. He's a glass cannon, but he's a very, very good glass cannon. I mean, he blows Scylla out of the water for the glass cannon award. I mean, Scylla does the damage, but she doesn't have the same escape potential that he does. His is instantaneous. Hers has that little second where you have to press the button or release it or whatever,
and then press it again.
Done. Yeah, if you're not using Savage controls or instacast, it can be crazy, right?
Yeah, I use Savage controls, but I don't use instacast. I use the quick cast.
Yeah, I mean it's still really hard to use.
Definitely.
And to get CC'd out of it a lot. I mean, so can Thoth, but still. I mean, looking at these builds here, like we can generally see what they're going for. These are all pretty common.
Oh, what are you at right now?
I'm at 7 minutes, but I'm watching the stream.
On the dot? Okay.
7:27.
Alright, I'm at 640, so I'm about to hit where you are.
Don't worry about me. I'll catch up. I mean, what do you think of the gameplay thus far?
Very relaxed. Neither team really wanting to aggress. I don't think Sasgods went into their first match. They might have underestimated Cuddly, and now they're definitely like, we should be a little less aggressive, and you can definitely see from Cuddly squad's side that they're not being as aggressive either, which is very nice. I like to see both teams respecting the other team and what their potential is and what they can do.
I mean, I believe this is Cuddly's main roster here. Cuddly's main roster is something to behold. It's very powerful and potent.
Definitely is. I agree. The Cryptid Frogs and Sung securing that speed buff on the side of Cuddly. Not allowing not allowing that Nemesis to have it. I'm pretty sure that's just... Oh, that raw ult just missing by a bit would have taken out the Thoth. I'm at 750, by the way.
I know, I started a while ago.
Okay.
But taking a jungler's speed buff is just psychological warfare at its best.
Definitely, it's a lot harder to get across the map without that speed buff. And it seems like Ganesha is getting caught out. Tinder Brandon taking out Draxkiller for the second kill for Sasgods only.
You know, for the longest time, I thought it was Timber, like he was a lumberjack.
Yeah, it's like Timider. And there goes Peasy taking out Cuddly in the carry lane. Didn't see what happened there. Too focused on that mid lane. Tinder Brandon taking out a Gambler.
Looks like they met at Gold Fury, probably going for Orpos, and she took him out there with the ult, and he didn't have his beads up. I don't believe.
Most likely not.
Looks
and
like
there goes
okay.
Dove going down to Mr. Soundwave, but MK Snipes also going down. Decrypted taking out Jackalfang at the same time. Didn't see that.
A lot of action happening here. It looks like Sasgods is making their move here, trying to assert their dominance early, get that gold lead, and their gods ahead here.
Definitely. They're definitely coming to win this one. They don't want to get shut down completely that 2-0. Hopefully to make it a tie, go on to that third game.
Right. I mean, looking at Pez's build here, it's look at he's building Transcendence here. Picked up the Mumba's map because he's been taking jungle camps pretty regularly. Did he pick up his red first in the game, perhaps?
I believe so. I am pretty sure he did. Don't quote me on it. There goes the ult coming out from PZ. Missing the Kern though, but that's fine.
I mean, Medusa's ult doesn't have exactly the longest cooldown time, but it does have a significant cooldown time.
It does.
And if he can make a move, on her during that time, she will have that CC immunity that she usually has. When she pops her ult, she'll have to waste her beads, and then she'll have to be at disadvantage. I believe Theranos' ult does damage, regardless of whether it takes effect, but don't quote me. I know it doesn't do damage to the minions, which is crazy.
Yeah, it does. It does do damage to the god though.
A lot of damage.
This time we have PZ definitely out laning against Cuddly this time.
Medusa is such a good god in general. She has excellent wave clear. That steroid, the stun, and the chase ability, along with that fantastic ult that just can destroy a team fight. And
definitely. A lot of action going on in this mid lane. All of them kind of just grouped up together. And here goes the Ganesh ult going out. Ra being targeted down by O Gambler instantly. Thoth ult coming out on the Jackal Fang.
So much going on here. There was a
Jackal Fang going down to Brandon yet again. But Decrypted going down to Drax Killer as well. That's a 2-man down for the side of the Cuddly squad.
I mean, the damage early game is definitely there. Wukong has it, so does the Ravana in the team fight. And they have Ra, who has his heals with sustain for the team fight, and Terra is a bully. It's not like she's a real big bully. She knows how to, if she knows how to do it, she has those roots, those stuns, the CC, the ultimate for her team, that empowers the group. It's just a devastating combo, really. The Terra comes on good late game as well as early game. Ravana's early game, Ra can be all game, I believe, in my opinion.
MK Snips taking out the Mr. Soundwave right there. Go on.
No, and there is Decrypted taking out Subly to the line with that ultimate.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like I said, their team's all game. They have a team that can go the distance. I mean, looking at their team comp, by comparison, Amaterasu is a very late game god. That's her time. That's when she shines. And compared to a Wukong who has these new buffs, the new buff that was applied to him, that gives him that outrageous amount of power when he's at that threshold of his health. And Amaterasu, who is a very good melter. Melts protection is very good at taking out those tanky targets. Very in the late game, good at giving those buffs. She's not going to win. She's not going to be able to leave lane just as quickly because she will be still clearing wave when Wukong will have already instant cleared wave with 2 abilities.
Yeah. Didn't see it, but O Gambler took out Brandon, the Ravana. Very nice for him. Allowing for Cuddly to get those oracles, getting a little bit of gold for the team.
No, they got the oracles earlier, after they won that fight.
Yeah.
I mean, oracles are important. We've seen many a war fought over them. If you think about it, Smite's the ultimate penny pincher game. You have to know how to spend your money.
Yeah. How many teams are there in the league right now?
We started with 30. I think most brackets are down to 6. Bracket 1 just went down to 4 because Inca Gods dropped today. So I think we have 22.
22 teams. We've lost 8. Man, that block 1 just having nobody to play anymore. Feels bad for the end.
I can't really do anything about that. I mean, we had 30 teams. I wasn't gonna make it like some weird odd number. Because we didn't want MK Snips. We want everyone competing every day, every week.
Cuddly squad losing 2. Osasco's only losing the Terror. Most likely going to take this mid lane tower. Oh, Gambler also going down.
I was a little disappointed that Ama ult didn't connect. Okay, she came in strong, but she missed at some point. That could have been tide changing there, letting her team pick up those few extra kills, balance out this fight here. But right now, Saskia is dominating. Good job for them, showing that they don't need the don't need their mid laner. What is it? Going for free? Going for his mid lane.
I think he was mid laner. I can't remember.
Yeah. Also, their jungler is going off to boot camp. A big thank you to him for serving.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you for them. Thank you to their jungler, who is Timder Brandon, correct?
No, that's someone. They have a different jungler. Top gods.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Is Timder Brandon a
jungler.
sub for them?
Timber Brandon is on the side of.
Sauce Gods.
Was I giving wrong information?
I don't know. I know I saw somebody talking about it in the community about boot camp, so.
I was told by one of the admins, so.
Well, respect to
Whoever
him.
on their team. Yeah, whoever on their team is serving, thank you. I mean, what do you think of the builds thus far? The Ceranos is going for that power.
Why does it
infusion
keep
that
switching?
But are you pressing R2?
No, it just keeps switching. I wonder if, like, does it... I don't know, it just kept switching, that's weird. Oh, when I... Okay, when I do camera view, it switches to that character stuff. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to, I mean, you can use it for, like, Thorals and stuff, but it's, I mean, if it's in a big team fight and they're, like, moving around a lot, it's best to just go from overhead. The way they can see the overall fight.
Okay. If I see a good Medusa ult coming, though, I'm switching to that camera view. You know it.
That's a smart idea. It's always Smite. It's always, I like going up with Thor ults, just seeing where they're going. Those are dope ults.
Apollo.
Those will be, yeah, those are fun. Those are fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like there's going to be a team fight going on in right lane. Decrypted throwing out his cudgel against the Amu, not connecting.
He is juking the ever-living lights out of this Ama. Like, this is second ult I've seen that hasn't connected. I'm not sure if there's been any more, but maybe maybe Ama's just a little bit off. Jackalfing's a little off his game here. Thinking about it, I think Jackalfing's primarily played Wukong this whole league.
Most definitely. And now that you have someone like Decrypted taking that from him.
Oh, what do you think about the nerf to teleportation?
I haven't read up on all the mid-season fixes, so I don't know much about it. Oh yeah, you have to buy the second tier of it to teleport, correct?
To teleport to wards. You go into the towers at the tier 1.
I think that's interesting. It's not, unless you want to spend that extra gold, it's not going to allow for a lot of ganking early game from the solo laner.
For the most part, I very rarely see solo laners rotate out of the lane very early. They're focused on that farm, getting ahead, winning their lane. I mean, in the case scenario where a solo laner is absolutely destroying, I guess it's a help for nerf. But we very rarely see that. Actually, never mind. We see that all the time with fucking what's his name, Deathwalker.
MK Snips dashing out of that team fight. Luckily, beating that Kern ult as it was happening. Wait, never mind, cancel that. Kern is on his team, doesn't matter. But Kern going down to PZ, Drax going down to Brandon. 2 members now missing from Cuddly squad.
Great job by SGO to come in here after game 1. They lost game 1, right?
Yes, they did.
Great job of them coming out here and competing.
Indeed, very proud. Definitely after losing a member of their team, they're not gonna let that phase them. They got their A game on.
They lost 2.
They lost 2. Yeah, that's right. 2 members.
I love seeing Book of Thoth on top.
Oh yeah. Nice to know that he's using it.
The stacks are just icing on the cake that is already a good item, really.
Definitely. Thoth in general already has so much raw damage to where he could one-shot someone with his ult. If they're at least 3/4 of their health, maybe, if they get it through that glyph. Like, I mean, just 2-3 items in, already one-shotting.
You have to CC Thoth, and CC Thoth, you really do. If you don't, he's gonna escape and then hit you with his damaging abilities and just laugh at a distance. And then he's gonna either shoot you through a wall, shoot you from the back line. He's just such a hard god to deal with for teams that don't have coordination.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems like Sauce God right now is going for that Fire Giant. And it seems like Cuddly has no idea that's happening right now due to the right lane push going down. They just can't focus it. They gotta focus that tier 2 tower from being stopped. Also possibly gonna be trying going for. And that's gonna be Fire Giant going for Sauce Gods.
I mean, good ploy by them. They put 2 gods that they knew that could handle it, 2 players. They were confident could 2v3, I guess. I expected the whole team to come down on them. But
definitely.
They put the people that they believe that could handle it out there, and they did.
Good distraction. Very good distraction on the side of Sauce Gods.
More like good trust in their team is what I want to say. They believe in their teammates' capabilities.
Definitely, and that's looking like it might be right Phoenix going down on the side of Cuddly squad.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see this go down here. Soft is there though. There's the Shell pop. Shell going to be amazing in the future patches. The Decrypt are going to pick up back in next. They're going very deep for this Shell.
PZ trying to get that mid Phoenix, not realizing that that mid tower was still up. Very nice.
Sometimes you just get on that roll and you're like,
oh yeah, I've caught myself. I've caught myself doing it too. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a tower still.
You just feel like after winning a huge fight, I think you can end the game here. You want to push the Phoenix and such, but you have to have self-control, map awareness. These are all important factors for any Smite team.
Definitely, and that's Portal Demon going to the side of Sauce Gods only.
Absolutely destroying it. You know, I never said this live, but you know what I think of when I think of Sauce Gods only?
What?
A team of all Loki mains.
Oh gosh. All Loki mains. Oh, that's a nasty. You know, I'm very upset.
Am I the only one that has that imagination? Has that correlation with that name?
I don't know. I always imagine like just very like bullshitty gods when I hear that name, so I can agree. Susanoo
would be one. Although his new passive is gonna be interesting. He's gonna have to actually time out when he wants to engage.
Oh, is he getting his passive changed?
Yeah. So for every ability he gains a stack. And Decrypt are gonna take our in-phase snipes there.
They're changing a lot of god passives. Mr. Soundwave taking out Subtly Cuddly Lion. This might go game 2 might go down the Sauce Gods alley. Timber taking out Brandon. Jackal Fang also going down. That's Renovota started on the side of Cuddly Lion, it seems.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can see why they want to surrender, but like I always say, the game's not over till it's over in Smite. We've seen Cuddly get really far behind before. I think who were they playing? They were playing in some team. They were really far behind, and they won after losing 2 Phoenixes somehow.
I wish we could say the same, but it seems like Sauce Gods only just took game 2, 5-23. Looks like we're gonna be having a game 3 going down. Good job, the Sauce Gods.
Make sure you wait until you see the stat screen.
Yeah, I know. That's what I did for the first game too. Do I show both stat screen or just the bottom one? That's all that matters.
Just the top one, the one with the kills. No one cares about damage. Unless you're a carry, then you care about your damage.
Exactly. You gotta make sure you're doing good for the team.
Games where don't you love with those games when your carry is not top damage, but it's your support that's been running around? Like a Sobek or something crazy?
That's embarrassing then.
Sobek just does so much damage. I don't know if it's embarrassing, more like a little disconcerting.
And there we go. There's the stats. I'm gonna end the stream. Be back in a moment.